Hello, Al Pals. Welcome to the Saturday night rewatch with Big Al and Troy. That's right. My name's first because this is my channel. His name goes first when it's on his channel. Just wanted to hotline. I'm in a weird mood. Just want to welcome everybody. Still waiting for the lovely caffeinated commentator. She had something she had to do really quickly, but she should be joining us quite shortly. I want to keep an eye out for that. Tonight, well, of course, we're doing The Mummy, the Brendan Fraser version, which I owe fully to the badgering that Exact Change Only had done for all the months. It was fresh in my mind. I said, why not? So, Exact Change Only, this is for you, is The Mummy. And for everybody else, it's a good movie. It's fun. It's a good popcorn movie, as I like to say. It's not going to win an Academy Award for Best Film or Acting, but you could sit there and you could munch a tub of popcorn and drink a 84-ounce thing of Diet Mountain Dew, and have your bladder be bursting when you're over.
I do feel like you're selling the movie short, though, Al. I think that in a way, I see this movie as kind of a paradigm shift in the Universal monsters. I think this is how they really could have they started to really revitalize the genre.
Oh yeah,
and unfortunately,
definitely.
did not continue with.
I'm just saying it's not like, a Meryl Streep driven thing. This is meant pure action, entertainment, fun, thrill ride. It's that kind of a movie. Okay, and as much as I love a somber drama sometimes, as much as I can watch Driving Miss Daisy or On Golden Pond, and yes, I love those movies, but this is, they're not what I call popcorn movies. It's popcorn movies when you sit there, you zone out, and by the time you're over, you've got little kernels of popcorn all over you, and you have to go to pee when the credits start to roll. That's the kind of, I'm a simple man with simple definitions. Let's see who's here tonight. I've got Owen Lister, who was first. Congratulations. Melissa Harris, how you doing? We got Exact Change Only. I've waited a long time for this. I know you have. And he's still at work. Be back in 30 minutes. Wait a minute. What time did he say that? You know what? By the time he said that, he might actually be ready to go.
Have you sent the link to the caffeinated commentator? Because she's in the chat chatting.
I did.
Oh, okay.
And she has seen it.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for her to show up. Yeah, I'm just waiting for her to show up.
Sir if you could hear this.
Oh yeah, Auditor Dread. Yeah, Sir Tori Clegane.
Yep, and I'm actually eating popcorn. So you call it a popcorn movie? I'm actually eating popcorn.
Yeah, see, that's the best kind. I don't eat late anymore. I mean, I would if it were under a certain different circumstance, but it's a little hard logistically for me to have popcorn where. But no. How are you in the net? I know you had been sick for a while.
Oh,
you guys
so
are
much
all
better.
Fully
fully
well
better. And I mean, we still have the snifflies, and we'll pretty much have that, I think, all winter until the spring comes and we can dry out. But for the most part, really good.
Yeah, Casey Scott in the house. I'm just going through names. Evelyn Hampton. So the Klingons are well represented tonight.
Yes. Glad you're here.
Phoenix Lord Osterman. How's it going? Did you say she was in the chat chatting? I don't see her.
Yeah, she put a comment. It's a little ways up. Right after Nanette says, "Hi, Casey Scott." The caffeinated commentator said, "At Big Al presents. Don't talk crap about the movie."
I wasn't talking crap about the movie at all. At all. It's a great movie. It's the kind of movie that Hollywood should make more of, with the conscious effort to make it quality as well. And I'll give all the credit. Oh, look who just showed up. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. The caffeinated commentator has decided to finally grace us with her royal presence.
Hello, hello.
Hey, hey.
Hello, how you
And
doing?
there she is eating
Good, how are
popcorn.
you?
She's eating our popcorn. Yeah, I always try. I always try to go with the little design, whatever. I try to stay semi-topical sometimes. If I can figure out a way to do it. I was sitting there earlier today going, oh man, how am I going to do this? I can't make this poster work, because I was trying to do the like I said, fit out like we do normally, fit us in a scene or do something. Troy's much better at that than I am, by the way. I am limited to paint. I could try to use GIMP, but I don't know it very well, the free version of stuff. But I couldn't get it. So I just decided, you know what? I like the little black background posters I do. It's kind of becoming my little signature for it. I might change. I'm working on a couple of things to change it up. So I just decided to put us all in an Egyptian headdress just for fun.
That was really cool.
Yeah, I thought they came out well. You have to, of course, go through a bunch to finally find the ones that are transparent, vector PNG ones that you could like overlay, right? Other than that,
I had said that I thought that if we made him Rick and me the what's his name, Imhotep, I mean, take advantage of the bald head.
Well, yeah, I had thought about that, but I didn't really have a good picture of you at the time, and I wanted to test the theory. And I sent you the test picture I did.
Yeah,
with me with the big mouth.
Yeah,
with
it was
the flies
pretty cool.
flying out. I liked that image, but the more I looked at it, the goofier it started to look to me.
Oh, Goofy's good.
So I couldn't get a good background on it, and I lost the vector. If I could have overlaid that onto like a background with the pyramids, that would have been cool. But I lost all the transparency to it.
Oh,
and
you saved it.
Once
and
that
you didn't
happened,
save it with the transparency, right?
Yeah. See, I don't know how to do that in Paint. Can you do that in Paint?
No, you can't in Paint. No. Once
See,
you
yeah,
save it as a
that's-
bitmap, it loses the transparency. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured, and I just did it. What time we got? We got 7. Yeah, we got a few more minutes. Wait for a few more people to pop in here, maybe. Melissa Harris, I found you on Facebook. Are you the guy who wears a red sweater? You look just like your avatar, but no hats. Yes, that is me. I am the guy in the red sweater.
Yeah, the avatars are pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's an older picture. Much grayer in the beard now. You can barely see the beard anymore. It's unfortunately gone very gray unless it grows out a little bit.
Dude, that's why I shave, and that's why I color my beard. Otherwise, I'd be all gray myself.
Yeah, I've thought about it, but I'm hoping to get my grandfather's hair. He had white hair, like white snow white hair, which would be so cool. But at the age I am now, I don't think I'm going to go that route. I think I'm just going to go dull gray, with like my dad, who and when I see pictures of him, I only have black and whites of him.
Well, at least you still have hair. I got so patchy, I decided it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to be cutting my hair on Monday again, buzzing it to the shaving utensil level of number 2, which gives me a nice shortcut. Gives me about a month and a half before it's a big bushy dungeon like it is now. Get Photoshop Express on your tablet, Al. It's free. Well, I don't have a tablet. I have a laptop, and the only tablet I have is a Kindle, and that quite frankly, Kindles are very good for what they're built for. They're not built for much of anything else.
Full
Big Al will be
disclosure,
Gandalf or Santa Claus. Yeah.
I
Oh
I,
no, go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
actually use full version Photoshop, and that's why I lay that one that I did last week for Highlander. I literally took the heads, shrunk them down. I duplicated the collars so that I was putting it, over the necks, and then I'd put the sword in front of your face and layer and layer and
Yeah.
layer, So
See, the one thing I really wish that we still had when Bitmoji had that cartoon tune making thing where you could like put yourself different positions, different outfits, different scenarios. That thing rocked. I have a ton of those still saved, and I'm always looking to see if I can ever I've been able to reuse a couple of them, and sometimes I've been able to. Like I have one of the professor where I put Galactus's headpiece on him,
okay.
and yeah, just for fun, I just thought, what if I could make him look like Galactus? And I did. It came out pretty good.
I think we got to do one of him with Modak. That big head.
Oh yeah, the big head with the little legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had fun, but it was during the Iconicast.
Oh, and there he is. See, I make a comment like that, and he shows up just like we'd expect.
Well, he said he might pop in for yucks and giggles. Hey, I know. See, I was talking about Galactus, a very powerful intergalactic whatever he is, but I always liked the way that came out, but I still wish that they had that engine. I could do so much with it. I got really good at using it. I made a whole bunch of things like an event. I made all the Avengers to some degree. They really came out very well. Okay, folks, let's start talking about the movie here. We got The Mummy, the 1999 version. The one I've got's like 2 hours 4 minutes, which I'm not sure which one it is, but it's the one I got. I on the just as the little sunshiny logo is coming over. What is it? What is this?
Universal.
It's Universal. Okay, yeah. The Universal logo. Horizon light is starting to show over the curved horizon. It's at 4 seconds on mine. So if you guys want to start getting yours ready for that, I know a lot. Like I said, I know a lot of people. Yeah, I got 16 people here, 13 thumbs up. Wow, I am happy. 17 popping in. Yeah, the mummy's a good. Like I said, I think the Mummy was a nice little call. But there were 2 things I found out that I could have arranged something if I'd known that they were coming up. Yesterday was John Belushi's birthday. Could have done the Blues Brothers.
Oh,
what a perfect time to do the Blues Brothers.
Well, but and it wasn't the last minute. We knew if there was going to be a Fan Man tonight.
Yeah, and but the other one, I think we kind of covered last week, which tonight's Burns night. Robbie Burns, the kind of the official celebrate if you're Scottish night. Get your haggis out and play the pipes and read Robert Burns. But we kind of did the Scottish thing with Highlander. True. So it's kind of almost there. But yeah, I need to start looking at dates and who birthdays and try to start planning things. Like maybe we could do something around Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday and do something. We've still got Terminator 2 to do.
And I also got that Irish one for you, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Oh, awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that'll be good. We can do that.
Send me a link after the movie, and I'll get it to you.
St. Patrick's Day. You don't have my email?
Oh, that's right. I go by email on that. Yeah. I'll look it up after the movie.
Cool deal. Awesome. Okay, guys. So if we're all ready, yeah, Predator's another one. Going to start at one. 1999 version of The Mummy. I've always been a fan of Egypt stuff, ancient Egypt. Mummies, pyramids, pharaohs, stuff like that, and this fits very well. Which is why also the original Universal Mummy, Boris Karloff's version, is my favorite of the Universals because I like mummies. Okay, we're going to start. Like I said, 4 seconds in. In 3, 2, 1, start.
There we go.
Universal. Have you heard that they're getting rid of the 20th Century Fox? It's becoming something else.
Yeah.
It's becoming was it Fox Searchlight or something?
It really is starting to get where, Disney really is just corrupting everything they touch at this point.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know it's the 21st century. Ugh. I love that image.
The idea of how everything might have looked, when it was being built, This to me is
Yeah.
And they put the effort in that they did with Jurassic Park, talking to people, finding out, what it might have looked like to the best of our knowledge, and reproducing it.
Because when you think about think of like older movies and even like medieval movies, all the castles and pyramids always look ruined. They don't look like they just got built nice and shiny, which they should.
Now,
have mercy.
I know, right?
Sorry. Oh God.
In my group for how I would fix the Universal Monsters universe, I had suggested that it all start here in Egypt, period setting. This opening scene here blown up into the full movie to give you the mummy's origin.
Yeah. But this girl, what's her name now? Hold on, my computer is so freaking slow.
Something like that.
Well, I was trying to think of the actress's name.
Oh. That's where you're the expert, Al. I don't know.
Is her name?
Oh, I don't know. I just assumed.
Patricia. She's Patricia.
I wish kind of. Oh yeah, Velasquez. That's it. God, oh man. Yeah, Ankh Sunamen. Yeah, so yeah, they use the right name, Ankh Sunamen.
Now, the one thing is they're killing a god, but then again, she's a goddess. So I guess, I don't know.
And just how badass does Arnold Vosloo look?
Right.
I've always loved his look, bald or not.
Yeah.
And he was in fantastic shape.
Yeah, he was on Bones as an antagonist for a season, playing a sniper that Booth had to get. I don't know how many people are Bones fans. Yeah, and he was excellent on that.
He's been in a lot of things.
Yeah, I saw him play Odysseus on a really bad sci-fi movie.
Oh.
And I mean a really bad sci-fi movie.
Do you guys know, were they actually speaking Egyptian?
They hired
somebody
to determine what the language would have been, and they got as close as I guess they thought it would be accurate.
It wasn't just Egyptian, but ancient Egyptian? That's pretty impressive.
I don't think it was exact because they didn't know, but they hired people to help them with it, yeah.
But I mean, my goodness,
Yeah.
that's about as impressive as having him speak Aramaic in the Passion of the Christ.
Hmm.
Oh
No, there's a
yeah.
lot of detail that went into making this movie.
I like Owen Lister says in his head, in his head canon, this movie takes place in the same universe with Indiana Jones and Van Helsing.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
I could see that.
And that's the kind of, yeah, that'd be a good connected universe. This is so sweet.
Definitely Van Helsing, because that's Universal also, and it has the same feel to it.
Hey, Mohammed, glad you're here.
Hey there.
Hey, Mohammed. Yeah, the mummification scenes are always very cool.
Now, when you say mummified alive, I'm not really sure how that quite works, because the very process of mummification would kill you.
Well, they
Yeah.
did everything but take the stuff out of him.
Well, for
They
him,
literally buried
So
him
he's
alive.
not really a mummy.
yeah, he's literally being buried. Well,
Yeah.
the mummification is really the drying out. I
Mhm.
mean, so in theory, you could be mummified alive, and yeah, that's what they're showing is happening with him. Oh, scarab beetles. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Ah!
They should have been pouring in. They
Yeah.
should have been pouring in the salt and the resin. But okay, I get the idea behind that. But all the other priests were like having like the actual process happening where they scoop out the brains and stuff, and there's no way they survived that. They were not buried mummified alive.
Oh no. But they did it to him so he couldn't go to the afterlife, I think.
Gotcha.
The Mummy.
This really is brilliant.
Yeah, it's a great intro.
And
Yeah,
now,
it's a really nice
thousands
transition.
of years later, yeah, that is genius.
Are you my mummy? Are you my mummy? Only Doctor Who
Oh
fans.
no! Yeah, that was scary.
They were creepy little kids.
That's right up there with, hey, who turned out the lights?
Yeah. Now see, here's the one thing I kind of didn't like is that they made Ardith Bay a different character from Imhotep.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then this he's Ardath Bay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Karloff is our Death Bay, which if you change the words around means death by Ra.
Mm.
I always like that little
Strength gives me strength. Nope. Nope. Okay, that's great. You took down the first line. Now what do you do?
Well, hopefully the horses will be slowed down enough that you can load up again.
I agree with Professor Geek. We should do a Van Helsing rewatch sometime.
Van Helsing. Is that the one with Hugh Jackman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, something tells me that the fan man wouldn't be up for that, but I'd be up for it.
Yeah, I've actually never seen Van Helsing.
I have not seen it since it first came out.
I just never got around to seeing it.
Never?
Never. I've seen parts of it,
Wow.
but I've never seen it beginning to end.
It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Love me a scimitar. Love a curved sword.
Yeah, well, I love a gun with a Hollywood clip.
Unending clip of bullets.
Exactly.
You never need to reload it.
It's a 6 million shooter.
You got to keep the action
But
going.
yeah, that's one of the fun. That's one of the fun things about a movie, like this. Why be pay attention to true details like how many bullets your gun has. It's fun just to be shooting. Yeah.
Actually, because it creates some drama. He runs out of runs out of bullets, and then we got a scene like this. It amps it up.
That's right, exact change only. They reload off screen. I agree.
Yeah.
They could easily put in sound effects so that we know that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd be like, what's behind me?
Something evil. It's Anubis.
Well, it looks like an old bis to me.
Oh my goodness, a dad joke.
I haven't been drinking tonight, so that's all you're going to get from me.
I like his outfit in this. It's like
I think it would be better with a rocket pack on his back.
Yeah, it does have that kind of look. But you know what? It's supposed to. It's that 30s adventure look.
Mm-hmm.
Rocketeer. That's another one we need to do a rewatch of.
Oh, that is such a good movie.
Have you read the comic?
Never read the comic.
It's good. A little bit adult, but it's good.
Museum of Antiquities.
Hello, nurse.
She is a lovely woman. Who is she married to now? She's married to somebody famous.
Got me.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I'll look it up.
That is no.
Daniel Craig. She's married to Daniel Craig.
She's married to James Bond, huh?
Yep. I mean, think about being Daniel Craig. You are James Bond, and you're married to a beautiful woman like Rachel Weisz. You pretty much got it made.
Oops. Yeah.
Oops.
Aww.
Yeah, the original one we need to do a rewatch of. Look at him now. Professor Geek saying all Jennifer Connelly films will be rewatched on the Professor Geek channel. Thank you very much.
Fine, you could do Transformers.
Melissa Harris.
Goodness.
Oh no, she wasn't
John
Transformers.
Wayne.
That was
John
going with
Wayne's
the thumbs.
Clint. I like it. Paris brought up John Wayne's film McClintock, which is a great film.
Hey, Professor Geek, are we going to watch Requiem for a Dream? That'd be a happy night.
I've never seen that. What's that one?
Very depressing.
Ah. Love the color palette in this film too. That that brown, sand, tan,
and a lot of gold and black.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All those earthen colors. God, I'd love to walk through a place like that. Used to go to the museums up in BC. I always loved the ancient stuff.
So, are we supposed to believe these torches are some sort of an oil lamp sort of a thing? Because they certainly don't. Oh, that is awesome.
I don't know. You're talking about the lamps, though. They could be. I don't know if they're oil or tallow, or they're probably oil, though.
Well, I can't imagine them being, anything else that's, combustible, like, I don't know, cloth, because that would be putting up too much smoke and ash and would burn out. It wouldn't last this long.
Ooh, shiny trinket.
Yeah, I found it in this mummy box. Might be worth something.
If it were square, I'd really be scared.
Owen Lister says, I heard Clive Barker was originally going to direct an R-rated version of The Mummy in the 80s. That would have been awesome. I would have loved to have seen that.
And he was going to plan it to be a rated R mummy too.
Uh-huh. I would really like them to remake these movies with a true horror element to it. Even a Lovecraftian kind of element to it.
That'd be kind of neat.
Right?
Especially Creature from the Black Lagoon, especially. That's begging for a little bit of Lovecraft.
With the deep ones and that kind of a thing. Absolutely. And can you imagine?
Yeah,
I mean, we take the Mummy for granted and the vampires and all that kind of stuff. But if you have to think, if you were to go through this in real life, that would be mind warping. This skeletal, thing in shrouds is getting up and coming at me. I mean, you would mess yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And this is after he just gave her crap about being a disaster.
I know.
Wolf 10 Media, we are in the curator's office. He almost burned up a map, and I'm showing 1904, 1905.
Yeah, I'm in 1910. So we're around the same place. I'm a little bit ahead, I think.
Guys running in a
little gerbil wheel. I know, I love that.
We're getting exposition, so they're brother and sister and not dating.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have Encino Man.
Total loss.
Yes, and we have such
God, you know, you, you see him with that hair, and all I can see is George of the Jungle.
Oh, see, I was
True.
going Encino Man, but okay.
Oh, the Encino Man too, but for George of the
Mhm.
Jungle, I had came in my mind.
I like that. Wolf Den Media said, no need for timestamp. I'm watching it from memory. The movie in my mind. Obscure reference. I'm wondering if anyone got that.
No.
Ah,
Yeah, very good time.
I would pay £100 to see him hanged. Very good, Sir Torrin Clegane. You win the no prize. That is brilliant.
Oh, Miss Saigon.
Yeah,
I never saw that.
I saw it a couple times. Kind of a Vietnam.
she's
Oh,
she's in the ballpark.
well, he's pretty. Yeah, he's pretty lucky his neck did not break because it's the only way he's
Yeah,
going
I
to
know.
survive that. You know.
Mhm.
Yes, Professor Geek, we are planning to do the Lone Ranger next week, and I'm assuming we'll be doing that on your channel.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Dumbass.
You know, she's looking pretty smug considering, you know, he really ought to have been dead.
Yeah. I do love the time period and like the way it's portrayed here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like an old steamboat. Evelyn Hampton seems to enjoy Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't enjoy that?
He was a hunky looking guy back then.
And now he's like a robot guy.
Yeah.
And he's the one playing the
Yeah, he is. But even before that, he wasn't
what's
looking
that
so
show?
great.
The
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol. Yeah.
I do like this idea of the secret society. You know,
Egyptian ninjas.
yeah. And that's the kind of thing that you could weave through your Universal Monsters thing. This ancient organization that's been fighting to keep
Mhm.
the evil at bay, like the
Oh, wouldn't that
Watchers
be
kind of a
cool?
thing. Yeah.
That'd be very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lister, Brendan Fraser went from hunky to chunky.
Aw,
Wow.
he's still hunky.
There's just more hunk to him.
Yeah,
He's
what's
so
wrong with
hunky.
that?
He's hunkier. There's nothing wrong with chunky, you know. I always like a good chocolate bar with raisins.
Raisins and nuts, right? Yeah, exactly. I
Chunky.
was thinking
Yep.
that too. I was trying to figure out how to
Like
get the
I like
candy joke in there.
a chunky.
Aw, no, he's still fine.
No, God, Nanette's going, Troy, you're one to talk. Oh,
Yep,
Oh,
I saw that.
ooh.
oh, Nanette. Telling it like it
Nan-
is.
Nanette drawing blood tonight, boys. I always loved the prim and proper librarian museum type girl going on the adventure, you know.
It doesn't hurt that she's hot.
And being
Oh no,
and being
don't hurt at all.
completely naive of the dangers. All she knows is the book learning, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Like her or like Jane with Tarzan or the chick from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Now, I just realized that Jurassic Park is also a Universal.
Uh-huh.
So it would have been awesome if somewhere along the way there was like this um, Velociraptor's claw or something in all of their archaeological stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, funny guy.
Yeah, whoop. Oh,
Yeah. What footprints? Yowza.
so prim and proper yet so damn sexy.
Well, she is in private, so I mean,
Mm.
See, there's something to be said for not trying too hard. Exact change only. I will totally check out that link you posted, and I agree. Brendan Fraser did a really great job in this role.
Evelyn Hampton, bit of trivia. Benny's character is Hungarian, and the foreign language he speaks on screen is Hungarian.
Huh. I love that boat. Too bad they had to burn it.
Yeah, I like how the shots are fired into the wall inward, but the holes are coming outward.
Yeah, I know. Well, sometimes you can't get your squibs dag right.
Exactly. But, needs to learn how to duck. Oh, that's
He did,
gotta hurt.
Yeah. They always love I gotta say, they always love portraying Americans to the British as like the yeehaw cowboy kind.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's like if you ever want, like a lot of times in a British sitcom when they have an American, he's always Texan. Like he's got the cowboy hat, and cowboy boots.
This is a messed up country. You lost all your clothes. What a damn shame. Swearing in Hungarian.
Our listeners say the boat scene in general is a lot like the bar scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It definitely has the same feel to it. Yeah.
Well, this film's is a wonderful in that great genre
Yep.
of like Raiders. Would have made a great serialized um, film. It would have.
Homina.
That is so sexy.
I like that we all have something to enjoy in this movie.
Yes, we do.
I like how Wolf Den Media. I believe we're in for a treat. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, eyes.
Yeah. always wanted to ride a camel.
I have. It hurts.
Have you?
Camel.
Yep.
Did they put a saddle on it?
No, just a blanket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great score too for this film.
Mhm.
You get that not only the grand symphonic, but you get that choral, very Egyptian feel, choral
Mhm.
nature to it. Don't fall off the camel.
You didn't want to ride the elephant?
I was a kid. I was a little afraid.
Oh,
It was
okay.
awfully large.
That makes sense.
I mean, honestly, I wasn't afraid of the elephant. I was literally just afraid of the height.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That I can
I
see.
can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I can see like riding like like when they had that big basket on the back of it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I could tell the elephant was totally reliable. I mean, he'd even, gotten down so people could get up on him, but I
Mhm.
was like, yeah, no, even lying down, that's way too high. And then he's going to stand up. No, no, no. Exact change only. Camels are jerks. Well, you would be too out in the middle of the desert, especially with somebody sitting
trying to
on your
ride you
back.
around.
Yeah.
In the heat.
And slapping your ass too.
That too. Jeez.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I could get really friendly. Depends on who it is.
Every time I think of camels being jerks, I always think of Conan the Barbarian. Would spit at him and he punched it out.
You're right. This score really is epic. It's got that, Lawrence of Arabia feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Showed a lot. She was showing a lot of knee there.
Exact change only. True story. Troy Pacelli once rode an army of elephants over the Alps into Italy. Melted the rocks with vinegar. It was a lot of fun. Absolutely, Owen Lister. I mean, if you're gonna go desert traveling, your horse isn't gonna make it past the first marker. I tell you.
Yeah, unless you got a lot of water.
Yep.
Mhm.
And what she wants to do is she wants to shine that light, into the pit so that they can find where the Ark of the Covenant is buried. And wait a minute. No, sorry.
No, it's where they shine the light underground to kill the Lord of Darkness. Oh wait, no, that's something else.
Right.
Well, how else are you going to get the light underground? You have to shine it in. See?
Uh, I like that. I thought you might like it. Let me need it.
Wow. Aged Boomer puts this kind of in perspective. Star Wars The Phantom Menace came out 1 week after this movie.
Wow, did it? Jeez.
Wow.
Now, wait a minute. Why aren't there snakes all over the floor in here? Okay, just,
Our movies are lying to us.
I know, right? Or
You're right.
one of them is. Don't know which
Where's
one.
all the scorpions?
Right.
Because the snakes
All the
don't live
tarantulas.
here. The snakes live in the other pit.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, they're in tennis. That's right.
I like that. It's a neat trick that wouldn't actually work in real life, but it's clever.
It is cool to see it done
Yeah.
in the movie, though. Yeah.
I mean, it would some effect. I mean, a little bit, but
Nothing
not
like
that
that.
many mirrors.
No, not
By
yet.
the-
Definitely not.
By
Like
the time it hit the third mirror, there'd be not enough. There would be
There'd be
completely
s-
insufficient
Yeah,
light.
be
Yeah.
so be diffused right out. Bugs. Why did it have to be bugs?
Right. Yeah, I hate bugs. Exactly.
Oh, you're gonna hate them more.
We are going to die. Oh, I chipped a nail. My mom kind of freaked out at that scene. Turns her hand over. Yep, you'd be dead. Yeah, I'd be out of there.
Yeah. I like his gun setup. The two holsters.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. How do you establish who got there first?
They got there first. They won the race. I love his bravado.
Who should come up right between his legs? Yes. That should make him very happy.
Now, do you want to be crawling around in a place that nobody's been for thousands of years? And Lord knows what kind of creepy crawlies are in there.
Oh, I'm less concerned about the creepy crawlies than I am about the tight spaces and will I get stuck in here and will this collapse on me?
It looks pretty sturdy. Oh, this is the actor who wasn't wearing underwear. Did you hear that story?
No.
He's
I'm
not
not-
wearing
I'm a-
underwear under the pants, and when the scarab goes down, goes up his foot, he
Yeah.
starts moving around, and his junk comes out between the folds of the pants.
Ew. Ew.
Yes,
You mean it's in the film?
it's in the film, but it's
Ugh.
like for a split second you see it like flop out and flop back in, and they didn't catch it.
Sounds
you have
like
to slow the film
somebody's
down to see
been
it.
using her paws. Somebody's been using her paws.
Yeah, because this guy really does it for her.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Hey, I
No.
think she likes big sweaty guys.
It was a
She-
weird fact I
she
found
has a
out
thing
about
for
it,
big-
and then I was like, I remember that was true. You know when you hear that there's something in a movie, you got to figure out.
Yeah,
that's
like
there.
Jessica Rabbit. I must have,
Yeah.
paused every frame in that scene.
Yeah, so if there was a scene where like her boob slipped out, you'd want to double check and see if it was there.
And get a screen capture.
Well, I wouldn't have taken it that far, but sure.
Nah, I would
Well,
just Google it and find it.
I gotta say, the wonderful thing now is that someone's done all the work for you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to figure out what exactly it is that wakes these things up. It didn't wake up when he grabbed it and pried it off. Didn't wake up when he put it in his bag.
It was waiting for the perfect time.
Oh my God.
That would be terrifying to experience. My
That-
God.
I know. It's like, ugh. It'd be crawly.
Yeah.
Aged boomer saw the wee wee.
I guess I probably did too and didn't even realize it. Ooh.
It's okay.
Ouch.
He's dead now.
That may have been intentional. I like Evelyn Hampton. Whoop, there it is.
Exact change only told you the plot. The plot's what wakes them up.
Geneseo. Eek, a penis. South Park.
Yeah.
I remember that episode. It'd be a nice find.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That one other American cowboy guy looks a lot like the guy who plays on Steel on Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh.
Aged Boomer, really? It was Jerry Goldsmith? Who did the music for this?
Cool.
I can see that.
Was it? Yep, Jerry Goldsmith.
Agent Boomer said this was Jerry Goldsmith's last score.
Yeah, Phoenix Sword asked for me. I'm at 50, 58, 9, 51.
Yeah, I'm pretty much at the same place. Give or
Yeah.
take a second or two.
Yeah, I'm a little ahead of you guys. I'm at 51. 18.
Yeah, I'm a 51, 15, 16, 17. They're friending.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Sitting in the desert, getting drunk on 15-year-old scotch.
What is a place like in a girl like this? And they went traveling with a guy in a telephone box.
And they found this big round thing in the middle of the desert.
Right. I may not be sober.
Is her shirt really that sheer, or am I just seeing things?
You are seeing things. Either way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or is it paranoia? Am I just seeing what I want to see?
Oh, her arms? Yeah, they're it's sheer.
Not just
No, I
her
mean,
arms.
I'm talking to boobs.
But
yeah,
she,
well, she has something underneath it, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
sheer over it. But you can't. There's something black underneath.
Boom.
I'm sorry, it's not entirely see-through. If that's what you're hoping for.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. Dreams crushed again.
what he's basically saying is,
Mammoth.
he's saying basically boobies, boobies, boobies.
Boobies. Boobies. Tatas.
Yabos. Gazongas.
Fun bags. Have you ever heard Rodney Carrington's Show Them to Me?
No, not at all.
If you ever get a chance, look it up and watch it on YouTube. It's a song about, asking for the girls in the audience to flash him, basically. It's like, show them to me, show them to me. And it's a great song. And just funny. And like some of the girls do flash him. And some of the guys too.
And here they are talking about opening this chest.
So the very cool thing about that, and that I remember when the movie came out, that is actually a version of the thing that was actually on King Tut's tomb.
Yep.
And they like reworded it for this, but they were trying to give homage to when they found King Tut's tomb, which is kind of cool.
Cool.
So there was so much like little detail put into everything in this movie.
I love that. Yeah, and he's a little freaked out. You dream about dead guys.
We all have different dreams.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice thing about dead guys is, they don't talk back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, your dreams take you to weird places sometimes.
Okay, what exactly did you expect to find in there? Juicy.
It is a juicy mummy.
I never really thought about this detail before.
The scratches on the inside.
That I caught right away, but the juicy thing, he literally is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, that's creepy.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what a fate, too. I mean, just think of the fate
Mhm.
you've had to suffer.
For 2,000 years.
Yeah. No wonder he goes nuts and tries to kill everybody. I would too.
Wolf 10 Media, that's a bad way to go. Here's the thing, though. He hasn't really gone yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess this is kind of like the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah. Canopic jars.
I was going to say, wouldn't those just kind of contain like his bits and pieces, but they didn't pull bits and pieces out of them.
Yeah.
Aged Boomer, I still say the mummy belongs in the witch warlock category of monsters. There's something there because the mummy is a priest, an Egyptian priest.
Yeah.
But we also have an undead element going on here,
Mhm.
like a vampire or a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not a zombie because he's sentient. He has full awareness. He has purpose.
Yes, I agree. But as far as the physical body, the
he does the mummy does incorporate a lot of different aspects.
Yep.
Like he is undead. He's kind of zombie-like physically, but he's smart. He does employ he's able to employ magic like a warlock or a wizard.
And he draws the life essence out of other people to restore himself like a vampire.
Like a vampire, yep. I'm surprised you got away with that. Just taking it right away from.
Phoenix Lord Asherman is actually very correct. He is more like a lich than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell that to Bruce Campbell.
Right. Brought to Broad on it show. course, the Necronomicon, actually, they translated that as the Book of Dead Names.
Yeah.
Too late.
Why didn't you wake up earlier?
Someone better pull out their boomstick.
They're gonna need a real big boomstick with this guy.
Yeah. And the locust. Okay, so locust, yeah, real bad for crops, but are they in any physical danger? I mean,
No,
I shouldn't think so.
I think they're just. I mean, it's
Well,
just
I
creepy.
mean,
But
Oh, that sucks.
yeah. There was time now.
Yeah. Lucas Meredith. Oh, Lister, I totally get it. Yeah, the plagues of Egypt. But the only reason that locusts
Yeah.
were a plague was because they destroyed all the crops. That
Yeah, and
meant
then people
famine.
couldn't-
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got
No,
a bunch of
locusts
cows
don't-
die that brings the flies, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
They all
locusts
led
don't
to
do
one-
anything to
led-
humans, and they
one
don't
led
carry
to
disease.
another.
Okay, now Wolfden Media says, oh, no, wait a minute. It was Exact Change Media. Exact Change Media. and I have not been drinking, guys. I just can't read. Exact
They
Change
join
only.
together.
People have suffocated under locust swarms. I had not heard that, but if that's
Oh.
true, that
that
is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Evelyn
I
Hampton
think
is saying
think,
locusts are flesh eaters, but at least these might
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. I think Wolf 10 only is onto something.
In my defense, as I was reading, someone said another comment and it popped up, and I just got confused. Owen Lister says this scene is a straight up horror. Yeah, see, you can have this really cool action adventure movie,
Mhm.
but it still has that element of horror. It needs to have that element of horror in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Evelyn Hampton's watching this movie going, they're talking to me through the whole movie.
Evie? Would she go by Evie?
No, she goes by Evelyn, but they were saying Evelyn.
Oh, I feel so bad for this guy.
Well, they weren't really helping you anyway. And it's like the poor mummy takes the eyes of the guy who can't really see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess better than nothing, but still, I guess he'd have to wait till he gets some better eyes later.
Okay, the tongue part makes sense because his tongue was literally taken from him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we needed one to show us what these things can do. They're land piranhas.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Whoa.
Yeah, that would tick me off too. Evelyn Hampton, I thought all of your friends called you Admiral. Yeah, you should aim for the head. Oh, and Lister says Land Piranha, the next sci-fi movie. Do it as a double bill with Sharknado.
Yeah. Piranha cane.
Piranha
It's a
King,
hurricane
yeah.
filled with piranha.
There you go. I like that.
Mhm.
Because they had a Ractaquake. Earthquakes were these spiders.
Evelyn said the Klingons call me Admiral. Oh, you mean your family? I think of the Klingons as family. Now, I know they're trying to picture, try to make him seem like he's a coward, but let's face it. In that circumstance,
Wouldn't anybody be like
I
that?
think
Yeah.
most of us would be reacting like him. Yeah.
Mhm.
I love this is one of my favorite scenes. I love
Mhm.
it. He
Yeah,
pulls
I
out all the different holy
He's like, no,
symbols.
not that one. Okay, I have more.
Yeah. No, okay.
Buddhas.
One last shot. I did like that. That is a cool little element there.
Mhm.
The language of the slaves. That was very interesting.
That was
Kind of
very, yeah, that was very
that
clever to put in.
biblical, that little biblical, element to it.
Mhm.
Well, along with the,
Yeah,
the plagues and stuff.
yeah. And now he has his Renfield.
Yeah, exactly.
Little
Oh, and
Sheriff's City
Lister, I think all of them.
is a double crossing little weasel and a coward. Yep.
And he's just gonna keep putting stuff in, and she's just
Yeah.
gonna keep
Yeah.
taking it out. They're gonna be there all day. Oh, ow.
Oh.
You don't want to break the hands of the man who's got all the guns.
Oh man, I felt that. You can come with me or you can stay here and try to save the world. This really comes off as like a, Call of Cthulhu RPG,
I love him.
Yeah, me too. That was my drink. As you says, always been, yes, always.
Yeah, Bernard Fox. I had to look up the guy's name. He was on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, like everything.
Yeah, Hogan's Heroes, all the six. It, what he was in Bewitched, wasn't he?
Yes,
If
he
I'm not
was.
Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah, was he Dr. Bombay?
Dr. Bombay.
Yes, he
Yep.
was.
Come right away.
With her.
Yeah, that's just creepy. Creepy ass crap. Yep. Yeah, I mean, we're not the only ones that are still here.
Raining fire.
Yep.
Mhm.
Ow. He doesn't get hit by the comet. He's just lit on fire by it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
let's
somebody
go
back when
towards
asked
the
about the Mummy
ride.
ride. Yes, I've ridden the Mummy ride. The roar made me think of it because it's on the ride.
Okay, he looks a little bit better.
Right? Getting there.
He's got more face now. Ow.
No. The kitty.
Well, that face that appears in it.
Yeah. And just like the vampire turns to mist, he turns to sand.
Mhm.
You know, wow.
And he doesn't like cats.
Well, they smell like Gwyneth Paltrow's candle, so
That's gross.
yep, yes it is. Well, that's interesting. Owen Lister says the actor who played Benny also played Igor in the Van Helsing movie,
Oh, did he? Wow.
which
I
had
don't
the same
remember.
director. Owen Lister. Mummy hentai, anybody?
Oh goodness.
Exact page only, not even once. And darkness.
I don't know. You can have those mummies wrappings floating all over the place doing weird things. I don't know.
You had to go there.
I'm sure the mummy would go there too.
Well, Al, you saw the picture I shared with Michael on my thread about this rewatch, right? He said something about expecting a hot mummy chick. Okay, you didn't see
I
it.
don't remember.
Never mind.
I didn't see that one.
Okay. I guess he is.
I said I know he's not, but that one guy looks a lot like the guy on Legends of Tomorrow. It's so
The guy with
weird.
the suspenders?
Yeah,
He reminds me of the guy who played
the cat like
the guy at the beginning of Indiana Jones 3 that gave Indy the hat.
Oh yeah.
uh,
Spring cleaning.
Ow. I want to do a chair at him. That's just cool.
Why bother with a book? Just throw the chair.
Actually, he's got a point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you just have to just throw that in there. And your sister.
I agree with exact change only. We would all love to be carried by Rick.
He's got great
I don't know
ideas,
about
and he
that.
carries them out.
Almost
There
there.
we go.
Yeah.
And flies. Would you like flies with that? Little jumpy there.
I'd be jumpy if I knew what was coming after me.
Right. Yeah. Hate sand. It gets everywhere.
Suck him dry.
Oh.
Oh.
So gross.
Have a snack.
That was a pretty cool scene, though. I mean that
That was
was
neat.
well
Yeah.
done.
It's like one of Zeus to get to some chick he's doing. He turned himself into a river of sand.
I have a cat and it's loaded.
Right? And the cat's like, just leave me alone.
Right?
It's actually generally says, I want to say this movie has terrific pacing. You're right.
It really does.
It just kind of, yeah, it just kind of keeps going and
Not many movies are
calms
paced.
down for just a few.
They don't know how to pace movies anymore. It's just action, 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 action.
Yeah.
Never get a chance
Gotta
to
have a
figure
little-
out what's going on. Never get a chance to get your breath.
Hmm.
Let me just turn that dude into a human raisin.
Yeah, right. Oh, and Lister, so cats are basically the mummy's equivalent to garlic. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, what he said. Yeah, and see, these guys are like living zombies, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, but one that you don't have time for, yeah. She's so proud of herself.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That is genius.
That was
Because,
quick
yeah,
thinking,
why
though.
not?
Mhm. I love his face when he's like, "It's working."
You're like, I've never heard that before. Well, the thing is, he is. And if he doesn't realize that, he's just dumb. And you know, the comedy is used very well too.
Right.
You get and I said this years ago about Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, with Freddy Krueger and his, you know, witty quips.
Mhm.
You get a little chuckle, but that it's kind of like salt on caramel. It's like, you know, it kind of heightens the scary, you know, off-puttingness.
Yeah, you get that little break, but then everything still comes back at you.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is very Indiana Jones too.
Oh yeah.
hmm And about to have another raisin.
Everybody loves raisins. They're nature's candy.
Click, 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 click.
Old Parker Rex line. They're nature's candy.
Hmm. Oh, you know he peed himself.
Yeah, right. I was just thinking the same thing.
I love that. Would you like this back?
Yeah, that's not all I want.
He does have a very intimidating presence.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's like, I don't need you to interpret for me, ding dong.
I will haunt you.
Besides, you already know shooting them ain't gonna do no good.
Probably regretting the like 500 times that he had a chance to kill that guy.
Right? The fact is, he could have just shot him in the back of the head, because it's like, for crying out loud, if I'm going down anyway, what am I going to lose by killing him?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to admire the guy that goes down fighting, right?
Right.
Very Klingon.
It was a good day to die.
It was a good way to die.
Good way, good day, whatever. Klingons don't care.
No,
Well,
both are important. Yeah.
well, we do care, but you know,
That's how you get into Stovall, you know.
as long as you die, that's all that matters.
This is pretty brilliant too. The British guy sitting there in the middle of the desert, listening to music and drinking
Mhm.
tea.
Hmm.
You probably won't live through it. Like, Joe, do you really think so? Do I believe look all right? Well, you ain't dead. That's what she said.
Oh goodness.
I need a new job. I'm with you, pal. Now, he's got to be like, the hell is that?
Right? Because he wouldn't know what that was.
Yeah. Pedal faster. Must go faster. Must go faster. Wow. Well, that is a good way to pick up speed.
I think that's a natural crater formation, isn't it?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Now, that is pretty cool to see the
That is really neat. Yeah.
places where the
Yeah.
bullets, drive back the sand.
Yummy.
That is the idea, yeah. Break his concentration. Slap him or something. Well, that's one way to break his concentration.
Yeah. If you're going to do it, I wouldn't mind having my concentration broken like that.
Oops.
We women know how to get the job done.
I'll bet you do.
That's beautiful. Bastard. Exact change only, he drops in order to pick up speed. Yes, he does encounter more turbulence, but he was trying to get as much speed as he could. He had the throttle open full, so the only way to get more speed was through, falling.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't make it.
Aw.
What a great character. Always always gravitate towards characters like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
that die a heroic death like that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
the
he'll be with
quirky
his
hero.
plane.
Oh, and Lister said at least he got a proper burial. It's a good point. Although they called it quicksand, I don't think that constitutes quicksand. Quicksand is colloidal fluid. This is
Uh-huh.
that was a what's it called? A
Cursed sand.
no. It does. It happens in the desert where you got a pit underneath a sinkhole. Sinkhole is what I was trying to think of.
Sinkhole. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, in fairness, it's not like you could get a third person in there. You know, there's only so much space.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, here we go again. You should know better than to be grabbing crap like this.
Right?
After all the things you've seen.
But not that.
Well, yeah, that's what I would have done too. I like then he shoots it.
Yeah.
Wolf 10 Media, I never saw Rise of Skywalker. I have no idea.
The what now?
He said that they portrayed
Oh
sinkholes
yeah.
accurately, like in Rise of Skywalker. Okay.
Well, they had a sinkhole in there. Yeah. Sort of. Torches that never burn out.
Yeah.
until the story dictates. Didn't Jonathan's actor break his arm during the final movie act? I don't know.
Now that's a treasure room.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gonna need a couple bags of holding for that. Yeah. This is very Army of Darkness.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Deadites.
Yep. Nice.
So yeah, he does look like he has a cast on his wrist.
Bangy, bangy, bangy.
Oh yeah.
So now we find out Al is into bondage too.
Goodness.
What, you didn't know that already?
I should have guessed.
And there's a rat.
Yep.
I like Wolf 10 media. These belong in a museum.
They do.
But Campbell don't like you, baby. Al's roleplay fantasy number 172. Needs, Phoenix Lord asked me, need some Nicolas Cage for this treasure.
And there's the golden book.
Yeah.
Mhm. He's actually not too bad to look at either.
Dead Fair or something like that.
Mhm.
The actor.
Oh, and Lister, those camels were just chilling through the whole movie, weren't they?
Uh,
This is some creepy ghost crap.
yeah.
Oh, that's just great. It's
Yeah.
inside his robes. Perfect. Now, this is one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie. It's a direct
Very.
homage to Sinbad
Oh
J-
yeah.
yeah.
and the animation of Ray Harryhausen.
And the music
Was it
is just
Sinbad or
awesome in
Jason
here.
the Argonauts?
Oh darn! Now I don't remember. I just remember it was one of those Ray Harryhausen films.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking Jason the Argonauts.
Yeah, it's like half a body there. Oh crap! And the hand crawling along. Okay, I can't reach the sword. I can reach the hand that's holding the sword.
That'll do.
Oh,
he defeated his foe.
Oh my goodness.
Bum, bum.
oh, great.
And these are cool.
Yeah.
I actually used to have like a soda sipper from Universal of one of these guys.
Oh, that's cool.
I have no clue where it went.
They had
It's
a-
probably in my garage.
oh,
Aged Boomer said the seventh voyage of Sinbad featured the sword fight with the skeleton.
Yes.
oh, okay.
Oh, with the single one, Jason and the
Yeah,
Argonauts
and then,
featured
like,
the
the
sword
whole
fight with
army of
many
them.
skeletons.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it
Several.
was Jason
Yeah.
and the Argonauts. Okay, those are some movies we're gonna have to do a rewatch of eventually.
Oh, those are amazing movies.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, I love them. I love them.
yeah,
That's so cool.
okay, you win.
I know I've told Al this story, but I worked at the La Brea Tar Pits, and he actually came and did a book signing, and there was nobody else there after the book signing, so he and I just hung out and talked, and it was so cool to talk to him.
That really
It's always
is
neat
cool.
to.
Oof.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to be able to spend a lot of time with someone you know that you're a fan of.
Mm-hmm. And he was so gracious and just really, really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Which Universal Studios did I go to? Hollywood. I used to actually work there way back when.
Ooh, I love that he swings back, not knowing that there's something behind him. Yeah, set him on fire. That works.
Yeah, but then push them right into
Into the water, that
extinguish
kind of
them.
defeats the point. Yeah.
Like, come on, dude, just burn them to the ground.
Hey, Computer Robots is here. Hi.
Hey, computer robots.
Hey, computer robots. Only 16 people in chat. That's actually pretty good for us. I think about this time of night. That is a bad feeling.
Yeah.
It's not about quantity, it's about quality.
That's right. Every owl pal is beloved by me.
And we have very good company in our chat.
Yeah, so there's only 17 people having fun tonight. Screw the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dead.
Aww. I mean, you feel for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
Puts back
reattach that. You know, he actually would have made a good Khan.
Yeah, he would have. Arnold
Oh.
was, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
That is
Yeah.
really neat.
I mean, drag me to hell, you know?
Hmm.
And seeing your soul being taken away.
Hmm.
That's just
Yep.
wow. No, it just made him kill a bull.
Yep.
It took his immortal
Made him mortal.
soul away.
That's gotta hurt. I like that too. The blackened eyes, like Hollis in the
Karis.
Karis, yeah, in the whatever
The
mummy's hand or whatever.
Mummy's Hand. Yeah, Mummy said
Yeah,
the one with Tom Tyler
right,
or Tim Tyler. Tom Tyler. Tim Tyler. I forget. The one that's not the one that wasn't Lon Chaney.
right, exactly.
Mm.
Time to very much get going fast, fast, fast.
Right. Run, run, run.
Well, Melissa Harris, her oldest son Jason, met Hulk Hogan. I was bodyguard for Mick Foley for a night at a book signing. That was pretty cool.
That is very
That's my
cool.
wrestling.
I once met a Hulk. I met Lou Ferrigno.
Aw,
Yeah.
neat.
I was a little kid at the time. This was back when the show was on the air.
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool.
He was at the Chicago Auto Show.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
It's like it was on the brakes. Could we just
I know. Something, anything?
He even does try to save him, you know?
He does. After
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that, he still tries to help him.
he's got a code of honor at least to
Right.
some extent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least he didn't get crushed to death.
Yeah.
Uh,
Right? Because that would have been so
and
much
he's got
worse.
all the gold he could ever want.
Yeah, you have a point there because the option here is you
Right?
get crushed to death, or you suffocate, or you starve to death, or you get eaten by bugs.
Mm-hmm. I would have been squished.
But let's face it, at that time, you're not
Oh, I
thinking
know,
that
but I'm
through.
just
You're
saying.
just, how do I survive? How can I? Yeah. And this is pretty cool too. It's like
Uh-huh.
they only get as close as the light, and as the light
Yeah.
goes out, they start coming in.
Yeah.
Now
'cause we
the
actually-
problem
we don't
is
Yep.
we've
Yeah.
seen these torches that burn through the whole movie. Why do they just happen to go out now? Well, because it was dramatically
Yeah.
necessary.
Mhm.
Yep. The writers deemed it so.
Well, actually, I guess you could argue that now the oxygen was getting thin, and
Yeah.
yes, it was awfully fast, but it would have happened eventually, and they just accelerate it so that we can see it.
The point is, it works.
That is a cool thing. It's like flipping it in on itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Keep in mind, all that treasure is still there. You just have to dig for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that an empty sack is worth the empty sack. Empty screeches. Exact change only. So, Scorpion King rewatch when? Good point. I think that should come after the second one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where he was
Yeah, the
introduced
Mummy
was in the
Return.
second movie.
I do Mummy Returns first. Yeah, but the Scorpion King is one of the worst CGI things I've ever seen in my life.
Have
It
you
is-
seen? There's some computer graphics guys, some professional guys that have a YouTube channel that took and redid that scene, and it looks amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Oh,
cool.
that's neat.
Yeah, I'll find it and share it with you guys.
Yeah, that movie has not aged well with the CGI.
No,
all.
it hasn't. That's where you could do a special edition and just update the CG. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Later on,
for
I'll put
having
it, huh?
for having almost died in a mummy's hands, running through dust and dirt and sand, Evie looks fantastic.
Actually, I just found it. I'm going to go ahead and share it in the, what do you call it? That place
chat?
where, yes, that place where the people are typing at.
Oh yeah,
That's
There
what
we
you
go.
call it.
Yeah, yeah. That typey section there on the right. If you guys want to check that out after we're done here, you can see how they fixed the worst VFX shot ever.
Very cool.
These guys also do have. You should check out their channel. This is the Corridor Crew. They did some really fun stuff with deep fakes, where they like had actors that impersonate, and then they do videos by literally superimposing the celebrities' faces on them.
Oh, wow.
hello.
That's really cool.
It's off to work I go. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
We can hear.
Oh,
I can hear
okay.
you.
I can hear you.
Did you hear me all the whole time?
No,
That you were singing and stuff? Yes.
no. He started
No,
singing when he was trying to get our attention.
Oh,
I didn't
no.
hear anything before
Yeah,
that. No.
Yeah, I must have dropped out for a little while. Sorry about that.
Oh, glad you
this is
didn't disconnect us. Yep, Jerry Gold.
I'm glad. For a minute, that's what I thought might have happened. It wouldn't be the first time something like that's happened.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Especially with my the electrical system in my nerves sometimes like jerk and do weird things every now and then, and with my little my finger like double click when I didn't mean to, and it really does mess with stuff.
So next week we're back to the professor's channel, right?
I get. Are you going to cede
Yes,
your week
absolutely.
to him?
This
Oh,
is the
you
second
just
time I'm
take
ceding my
following
week
break.
to him, but yes, I am. Because he wanted to do the Lone Ranger. So next week we're doing
Yeah.
what
Well,
these
did he- I
guys
mean,
claim to
but
be a pretty
did-
good movie. I haven't seen it.
Did he say he wanted next week?
Yep.
For sure. Okay.
He said it earlier.
I
Just
wasn't
say his
sure.
name and he'll pop up.
He said it earlier in the
Oh, okay.
feed, and he said he was going to come back and verify that, but I don't think he's come back. He said he
have
was
to
going
check-
to
you
play
have-
a game, and I think he just got caught up in his game.
Oh.
You have to say his name 3 times. Say his name 3 times to see if he pops up. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Professor Geek has a big
Oh,
head.
yeah.
Professor Geek has a big head. Professor Geek has a big head.
I was just going to say the name. So if you want to be mad at him, Professor, that's up to you.
I figured he
I
had
was
the
just
best
going-
chance of working.
I was just going to say the name. Why am I singing it now? I do not know.
I don't know.
That's what I do when I'm sure anybody who's gone back to listen to my afternoons with Al when I first log on and nobody's there, and I'll be singing just like this. See if anybody shows up. The Mummy Returns. When I don't know. We'll definitely do that. Why?
Sometime.
I
Yeah.
gotta get these things on there. Yeah, we'll definitely get around to it. Because there are a lot of sequels we need to get to. We need to get to. Still need to do Last Crusade. Still need to do Terminator.
Right.
Still need to do Terminator 2.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the. Have we done Back to the Future?
I think we did.
We didn't do 2. We did 1.
We did the first one.
So we got 2 or
Mhm.
3 of that still to do whenever we get
Mhm.
around to wanting to do it.
Mhm.
There's no plan to do Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Trust
Oh
me.
no.
No. Agent Boomer says, "You say that 3 times, and Professor Geek jumps out of the mirror and demands you watch the Clone Wars with him."
He's trying to find people to do the. Well, like I said, the one thing about watching a series like that's a long commitment for. And like I said, I was saying this on my stream the other day. I'm almost like at max of where I want to be right now. I like doing Tuesday. I like doing the Thursday book club. I like doing Fan Man tonight when he wants to do it. I like doing the Saturday night rewatch, and I like giving myself one afternoon or whenever. And I want to keep options open for a spur of the moment rewatch. Like one that I just decide to do something that is just so bizarre and weird. Like I said, like something like a Dark Star or Wizards or trying to think of something that's not really mainstream.
You say so dark and weird. My head went to the Human Centipede. My God.
No. I wouldn't go that way. Now, I will say I have seen the Human Centipede, and it is quite a weird film. And I watched the second one too. That if anyone here has not seen Human Centipede number 2, don't, because it will scar you for life.
Okay.
It is one of the foulest, weirdest, and the main character in that, like the weird guy in that, he is creepy. Oh my God.
You're telling me that the first one is okay to watch? I mean, ew. I mean, because that's so much better, right?
The first one's.
I don't even want to know what the second one is. Then
you're right.
Yeah, I mean, yes, as disturbed and sickening as Human Centipede, the first one is, the second one is 10 times worse. It is dark. It is disturbing. It is. Blah. I mean, it literally does kind of. It stays with you for a while. I tell you, it takes a while for you to kind of get your brain back in order. But
and the fact is, I really would like
Troy,
to. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was just wondering, did you have an idea for what? I know you're ceding your week to the professor, which means you can go ahead and take the week after that.
Oh,
and
that's
do you
very
have
nice
anything in mind?
Well, let's see. Let's take a look at the calendar here, because like you were saying, that would be
it's nice to look. Yeah,
that would be February 8th. Let me think about it, because I had been thinking of doing in February, and I think that's the week I wanted to do it. I want to do a Twin Peaks rewatch.
Oh, that's cool.
And I would love to do the pilot episode, which is the 2-hour, opening movie type thing of Twin
Mhm.
Peaks. If you
Okay,
guys would be interested.
about it. Well, I've
I'm
never
not
seen it.
necessarily going to launch
Might as
into the
well.
whole series. I mean, if I'm going to do the series, I would probably do them as pre-recorded videos, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
but just the one as a live stream.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a lot
getting
of
some
fun.
stuff here. Executive generally saying the second one, Human Centipede, is just gore porn. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
I kind of felt
it's
like the
gore
first
porn.
one was too, but okay.
Wolf 10 Me is talking about Cannibal Holocaust. I've just got a copy of that. I've never seen it. It's considered the first found footage film, so I'm almost obligated to watch it because I love found footage. Yeah, don't watch
Found
that. Do
footage
Fritz the
film
Cat.
does have the potential for being really, really good. It also has the potential for being really, really bad too.
Yeah, let's say February. You said the 8th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, February 8th. Yeah.
Let me double check. I want to just check something real quick. Let's see.
Yeah, and then the week after, which would be the 15th, which is the day after Valentine's Day. Ooh,
Yay.
I need to come up with a romance.
Okay, I take back what I just said. February. I'm gonna save it till the end of February because the show starts in the show. It starts February 24th. So we'll do it later in February.
Well, 20 the 27th, the 22nd.
Yeah, that's
would be the
what
week
I
after
think I
May.
would prefer. So then, what I'd rather do for
Yeah.
the 8th. What if we were, after having done, since we just did this mummy thing, and I was talking about the Lovecraftian, elements and end of the world avoidance. What if we were to do one of the first in the 3 John Carpenter apocalypse films? The Thing.
Okay, which one? Do you want to do The Thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Cool. Yeah, if we have a little cold snap, even better. Arctic weather.
Oh, that's true. That is true. That would be a good time to do it. So yeah,
that sounds good. So February 1st, looks like we're gonna do the Lone Ranger.
Yep.
February 8th, looks like we're gonna do The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. I bet we can get the Fan Man on here to do that.
I hope so.
We could try.
That would be
We'll see
so
what
neat.
happens. The 15th, we will have an as yet unnamed romantic movie of some aspect. I don't know yet. I'll have to go through my brain bank and see if I can find something. It'll be some fun rom-com. I don't know.
Pull something
Maybe I'll
off
ask for
the Hallmark Channel.
Well, see, Hallmark's weird to do like a rewatch of.
Yeah,
because of people how it's hard to get a copy of unless you
that's true.
really do steal it.
Yeah.
So it'll be something that it may not be like a full on romance movie, but I'm gonna pick. I'll find something that has a strong romantic element.
Something like Sleepless in Seattle or When Harry Met
You've
Sally.
Got Mail.
Or You've Got Mail.
Oh God, You've Got Mail. Jeez, I might have to end up doing that now.
No.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's a possible movie. Yeah, but I'm not doing it unless I'm not doing it.
You know what
unless
other
the
movie I
caffeinated
really
commentator
the
does it
more
with me.
no, the more I've watched You've Got Mail, the more I find things I don't like about that movie. So I'm willing to take back the having to watch it.
Joe
I do like the Lake House though. Sorry?
Joe versus the Volcano.
Oh, that is
Oh,
a
God,
cute
no.
movie.
That's a horrible movie. God.
I said it's a cute movie. I didn't say it was award winning.
I literally sat in the movie theater watching that thing going, what the hell am I watching?
Why would you go see it in a movie theater? Oh my God.
because it was Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
Right?
Oh, wow.
I thought it would be good, and it was just bizarre and weird. And I mean, you know what? I was a younger man. I was in a weird. Maybe I need to give it another chance. I ain't gonna do it on a rewatch, but
While you were
I'll
sleeping.
find something. Oh no, God, I hate that movie too.
Really?
Which
yes. While you were sleeping, because it's so creepy that she, has this whole.
I guess it is.
It's real stalker creepy,
movie? She's not stalking though.
It's creepy.
There is a
It's-
She's
creepy
not
element
stalking.
to it.
There's
Yeah.
this hot guy who comes to her booth every day, and she fantasizes about him.
And
Yeah, I
then
know,
while
but
he's
still,
in a
it's-
coma, she pretends to be engaged to him.
Because she can't tell him because the grandmother's going to
Exactly.
die because she has a heart condition. There are valid reasons behind this.
Yeah.
It's just bloody creepy. Come on.
I mean, the fact is, I
Ancient
do agree
Brewer-
with both of you on that. I mean, I see the
Yeah.
creepy element, but yes, I also understand the extenuating circumstances on that story. Okay, you want really a romantic movie? How about The
What?
Notebook? The
I
Notebook,
hate
come
that
on.
movie.
Really?
I hate
Well, see,
that movie.
I like The Notebook.
I have never seen that movie. I take it back. I have seen that movie all the way through once. I hate that movie.
I am in tears at the end of that movie.
I love that movie for the James Garner Jenna
Exactly.
Nolan part.
Exactly right. That's all the backstory, not so much, but the James Garner bit is just
You know what?
man.
You know what a beautiful romantic movie would be,
What?
but it would put everybody to sleep
Huh,
on Golden Pond.
never saw
on
it.
Golden Pond.
Never saw
Oh,
it.
beautiful film. Henry Fonda, Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah,
Oh God,
no.
what a great film. Ooh. We
What?
can have like Love Gone Awry and watch Lion in Winter.
I don't
What
even
great
know what that
performances.
is.
Lion in Winter, you have Peter O'Toole. Is it Peter O'Toole?
Is it Richard Burton?
I think it.
I don't know who it is.
No, it's Peter O'Toole.
Oh.
Peter O'Toole and Katharine Hepburn play King Henry II, and she plays Eleanor of Aquitaine during the like 1100s, and their sons Richard the Lionheart, John, and Jeffrey, and it's basically family backstabbing the entire film. It's a great performance film. I wouldn't watch it for Valentine's Day. It's just
Okay.
a little,
So
but it's
I
a great performance.
I just Googled
I'll figure out.
I just Googled most romantic films of all time. Some of them
Mhm.
are the ones we've mentioned. Some of them I think what were they smoking when they came up with this list? So Love Story, The Notebook, When Harry Met Sally, Titanic,
Love When Harry Met Sally.
Casablanca.
Ooh.
Yeah. I thought of that to begin
Good.
with, but I didn't think anyone else would be
Classic.
interested in it. Eternal
Classic.
Sunshine of the
I-
Spotless Mind. That one just
No.
bugs the heck out of me. I don't see how that's a romantic movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't.
Pretty
I
Woman,
wouldn't-
Love Actually, Sleepless in Seattle,
Gone
Before
with the Wind,
Sunrise,
I would
Notting
love to
Hill.
watch.
Oh,
Oh,
Notting
Notting
Hill, I
Hill
actually
is good.
Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain. Ugh.
Wow.
That's what I mean. What were they smoking when they put the Before
I can't
Sunset,
quit you.
Dirty Dancing, An Affair to Remember?
Dirty Dancing.
Oh well, Fair to Remember
I
is like
love Dirty.
Yeah.
what you call it? Sleepers in Seattle.
Exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
straight-
You could do a twofer on that night, you know?
Yeah. Now, when we do Dirty, and we will eventually do Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have a guest co-host I plan to have that night. My former
Ooh.
partner on Iconicast, Miss Sierra, also known as Soups Girl, and who runs Wonder Woman for Everyone on Instagram. Been wanting, because I would love to do something with her again, because we're friends, and I know the professor might have an issue with that. I don't think he'd have an issue with that, but it's like, okay. But I said, I'd love to have you do one, just like sit and chat for a while. Like I said,
That's
having
very
a friend
cool.
over, watching a movie together.
Mhm.
And she suggested, well, what about Dirty Dancing? I was like, I would love to rewatch Dirty Dancing. I love that movie. I like a lot of weird stuff. I want to give props to Owen Lister. Was it Owen Lister? No, I think no, it was Age Boomer. Came up with a couple titles that I will tell you now I have in my queue and plan to rewatch one day. Battle Beyond the Stars and Star Crash. Star Crash is one of those I might do at a weird time. Like, I might pick a day or like a matinee and do it or something, and I'll like maybe a Saturday or a Sunday afternoon.
Star Crash.
Star Crash was this movie done like in 78, 79. I think is Hasselhoff in it?
Really?
It's been so
Yeah.
long.
Christopher Plummer too.
Christopher Plummer's in it.
Yep.
The main character is like Margot
Carolyn
or something. It's a
Monroe.
guy. Caroline Monroe. Oh my heavens. Yes, that would be a fun rewatch. And Battle Beyond the Stars was a movie that it was like the first big movie that tried to suckle at Star Wars' teat.
Yeah.
And,
I remember that one. It's a Roger Corman film.
Roger Corman film starred Richard Thomas.
Yeah.
And it had George Papard,
Robert Vaughn.
Robert Vaughn's in it, and John Saxon as
the
bad
guy. That's right. Yeah.
And so that would be an awesome rewatch. We will do that. Yes, we will definitely get around to doing those.
I mean, if we're gonna do like older, obscure sci-fi films, Space Hunter would be a great one to do.
Oh, One Molly Ringwald?
Yeah. I remember seeing that in 3D. The 3D was actually really, really good too.
I've never been able to watch 3D because I have a crooked eye.
Oh.
I have a lazy eye, so I can only see 2D. And because like I said, remember when Beowulf was out, that weird cartoon one they did in 3D?
Mm-hmm.
I went to go see that. They had a 10 o'clock 3D show and a 10:15 regular show.
Uh-huh.
And I just went to the regular. I went to the regular non 3D one. I was the only one there. It was freaking awesome. Entire theater just to myself. It's only happened twice in my life, and I've loved it. So that's another weird cool one. Battle Beyond the Stars, a remake of Magnificent Seven Samurai. You're right, Evelyn. Definitely had that kind of that trope to it. But I'm glad everyone had a good time tonight. Everyone enjoyed the movie, I hope. Did you guys enjoy the movie and the chat? I hope. Caffeinated Commentator?
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad you could join us. You are, of course, welcome almost anytime. Almost anytime? Well, you're welcome pretty much anytime.
No.
Well, I know you're not always up.
You're not welcome when you don't want to be here. How's that? That still doesn't seem very nice. You're always welcome, but
I know my place.
We're not going to force you to be here when you don't want to be here.
And I had to, and I will, straight up disclosure, I had to talk her into this. I don't know if I have anything to offer. Who would want to listen to me?
That is number one. That's not the way I wrote it, so it didn't sound like that.
But it's the way I said
was.
You mean you didn't type whiny? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't type whiny. No.
Said in whiny voice.
What I said was, you and Troy have such a good thing going, and you have such great chemistry together that I don't want to infringe on that.
Well, I
say in 2 weeks, Brokeback
I told her
Mountain
we need a little something. We needed something to break up the sausage fest. We needed something.
Yeah.
So I had to bring up a little coffee to add to to the sausage. So
Oh gosh, just no, stop, just stop, please.
Thank God you changed the analogy you made before.
yeah, I went somewhere else with that one when I was talking to her.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Yeah, but let's say now. Let's see what we got coming up this week. I know Tuesday night is office hours. Thursday night is the book study for Heir to the Empire. The next was it four chapters, 5 chapters. I don't know. Those who there go back and look and remember. I forget exactly one offhand. But and then Friday, the Fan Man is planning to do something. Either a Fan Man live Fan Man tonight, or possibly a Friday night flick. And he's mentioned The Shadow before. He mentioned another one. I don't want to say it because I don't know if that's what he plans to do or not. Okay. So I'll save that for him. But it does have something. It's a horror film, and it's related to a holiday with hearts involved. I'll just say that, and it's from the '90s, so it's so I'm sure people can like read that code pretty well. Do you guys have anything happening coming up? Doing news?
Not that I can think of.
Nothing. And also, full disclosure. Full disclosure. I don't know if I should say this or leave it to office hours. Well, I'll leave it to office hours.
What?
I'll just say I watched a certain show that has been very controversial the last few days. I found a source for it.
Controversial show?
Yeah, the news.
I watched.
Show or movie? Show.
A show. A show that just started the other day. And I watched it, and it's been very controversial amongst my
and of course he loved it.
Streamers. Let's just say everybody has different thresholds.
Ooh. That conversation is going to be good.
I'm dreading it wholeheartedly. I truly am dreading it. But like I said, I'll get into more detail later. It's not total love, glory, and sunshine and unicorns. Trust me, it's not. But I'll just leave it at that. I am going to lose so much cred with Fan Man and Professor on this one.
You think you have any left?
It's just I do. Well, everybody understands.
This is the time that Professor Geek will stop his lurking and post something after hearing that.
I do like how he goes, well, and then he stops himself. Well, no, I'm not so sure.
Yeah. Okay, I will say, Casey Scott, you did not hear that word leave my mouth, did you?
Nope.
So
nobody had to say it.
No one said it. I have not said that word because I've also started watching something else on Netflix, which everybody always teases me about, which is very kind of witchy.
Oh yeah, that one.
Season 3, yeah. I've seen one episode. I gotta get on that one. But I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for joining us. How many did we end up? I never did see the final.
I think 17 was about the max.
Yep.
That's good.
If it was, everybody gave a thumbs up. Woohoo!
My Owl Pals, I love you all. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, keep an eye out on social media for any possible things. I could go live and stream at any time. I am unpredictable that way. Klingon Cleric, I don't know. Are we going to see anything?
I could go live at any time, and you can take that as a threat if you want to.
Yeah,
actually, I was saying in the group chat that I actually had considered going live last night because it didn't look like either you or Fan Man were doing anything last night. But I was like, I don't want to just jump in there without checking with you guys first. That's why I said, if you guys let me know in advance that nothing's happening, maybe I'll jump in on Fridays.
You didn't know he wasn't doing anything? I did. Well, see, okay, we had these messenger things. So we've got like 5 different versions.
Yeah.
I mean, got one for each guy. I got one for Troy and Nanette. I got one for Troy and Nanette and the other 2.
Yeah, every combination for the 5 of us,
you need like a little 3. Just clump.
And then there's the Fanboys 3, which is those 3, the 3 Geek Stooges guys. So yeah, I've got like all these different ones, so I never know which one.
You have to understand that we need to sometimes cut somebody out. Like we had one that was me, Nanette, Fan Man, and the Professor, because we were talking about the going together on the gift for Big Al. So we couldn't have him. We couldn't just do the one that he was in. So we had to cut him out of it, and
Yeah,
I'm sure the 3 of them are talking behind my back all the time. So,
I think that's where I think that's the one that popped up where he said he wasn't going to do it that night, and I had decided, you know what, I'm doing one this afternoon, and if we have it tonight, great. If we don't, I'm just going to rest and chill, and that's what I did.
Yeah, so. And I figured it was about 8:00, and I'm like, okay, I'm not seeing any postings about it, so. Yeah, maybe should I just jump in? And I was like, no, because I know how he is. Sometimes he's like 8:15, 8:30. And I was like, oh, nah, it's too late now.
Dude, pick a night that nobody else is doing and make it yours.
Yeah. Just take it.
Like Wednesday.
I'm not sure I want to do something regular. I'd rather be the fill-in guy,
Okay, well, you pretty much know. I mean, you kind of sort of know, like, me, I'm usually, when I go with my afternoon with Al, it's like between 2 and 5.
Yeah.
Somewhere like that. It's just, I just pop up. It's when I get alone, it's quiet, and I just like, you know what? Let me touch base, see what's going on, and just, it's almost like a therapy session. and that's what I do. And then, I know the other times.
Attention to me.
Well, not that bad. I just kind of get on there. And I keep offering. It's like, ask me anything you want. I'm willing to answer it. I'm still waiting for like hardcore political questions, and I'm like, do I really want to say this? Yeah, maybe I will.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that could get pretty nasty.
But that's always when I'm working.
Yeah. Sorry about that. But
no. I'm saying, like, whenever I see that you have posted one, I'm like, oh my god, what did he say? Like, I just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just ramble.
I know.
I really do.
Yeah.
Oh man, sometimes I get, sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, just a little too much there, but I'm not going to worry about it. But but yeah, because you got a gift from Nanette that you said you wanted to do a video.
I still haven't gotten that video done yet. I am going to, I promise.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, I'm do that.
Yeah,
I gotta look for. Is it the thing you posted?
Yep. Yes,
that's
is.
Awesome. That's awesome, dude. That's cool.
Yep.
God, you lucky bastard.
More than that, though, I need to tell the story behind it, because it's just the story about her getting it for me and everything is really a good story.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay. But so I've already said goodbye 5 times, which is about my usual. So take care, everyone. Hope you have a good rest of the weekend. Thanks for joining us for The Mummy. We'll see you back online eventually. Take care.
Bye.
Have a good night, people.